if you are working on your budget, have a potluck themed party at your house. I love doing these. So it could be, coincide with a holiday. Maybe it's Halloween. You want to do something around Halloween or 4th of July. Have a potluck themed and have everyone bring something that works in that theme and maybe dress up a little bit. It's a great way for you to save money. Instead of going out to dinner with your friends where you could be spending $100, $200 if you're a couple, maybe more. I live in Miami, so it's usually more. But have a potluck. That way you can pay to make one. Hello, Empower Nation. Welcome to Empower Her Money podcast. I am your host, Angela Duncan, speaker, best-selling author, serial entrepreneur, and we talk all things money and business. This is part 4 of a series I'm doing, which is a deep dive into my book, Empower Your Money, which is available on Amazon. This is my author copy. This is the first time I got to see my vision in print, and I'm so excited that I'm able to bring this book to you, Empower Your Money, which is an Amazon #1 bestseller, 4 categories, beating out one of my favorite, Dave Ramsey. I was so excited the day that this book hit #1 because it meant that people were being inspired to buy the book. And that's the reason why I do the book, is because I do want to give you information, action items, and things that you can do to help inspire you, to help you meet your financial goals. So, little story about me. I'm about to do a presentation. I'm going to be teaching a group of real estate people that do investing, and I want to tell you about a story that I put into this presentation that I don't often share. But back in 2008, if you can think about the real estate market that we were in, we really had to start buckling down. I had just gotten my real estate license, and I was working with some investors. So we were going through the crash. I had my license in Florida 2008, the housing market 2008, 2009, 2010. Very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people lost their homes. But it was a great opportunity for investors, and I'm great with numbers. So to be able to look at a property, tell you what we're going to buy it for, what the rehab might look like, what is it going to rent for, and help you show you what the rate of return on it. Well, I was going into a property, and I often went to properties by myself because these are bank foreclosures and there's nobody there, right? So I got the combination from the real estate agent to enter the property, was going to the property to take some photos for an investor that I had. And I walked into the property, got the key out of the combination lockbox front door, opened the front door, walked in, and I heard a noise. And I'm a 5'2" female. I'm in a house by myself. I was married at the time, but he didn't know where I was at. I hadn't given anybody that information. I walked in the door, and when I heard this noise, I froze. I was terrified. And as I stood there for a moment, I could hear like a shuffling, and I'm face to face with a man. He's a homeless man. And I don't know if you know statistics, but 85% of homeless men are typically homeless because they have some type of mental illness that's untreated. So I'm face to face with this man. He is homeless, and I have no idea what he's thinking right now. And when you're in a situation like that, it's fight or flight, right? Well, I'm not going to fight the man. I'm 5'2". He's obviously bigger and stronger than me. So I turned around, I walked out, locked the door, got in my car, drove down the street, and just cried. And I thought, one, how can I put myself in that situation? I never thought that would ever happen to me. But 2, how can I prevent this from going forward? So I ended up taking a couple self-defense classes, and I got my concealed weapons permit, which we're allowed to have here in Florida. And I have different ways that I would enter a property at that point, right? So when we become aware of a situation, it's when we take action. And so I'm hoping that listening to this podcast is having you take action in your own personal financial journey, for you to take control of your finances, for you to know what your own numbers look like. What is your income? What is your debt? And how do you meet those financial goals that you have in front of you? That's when we want to take action. So today is part 4 of Empower Your Money, diving deep into the book. And I wanted to talk to you about some fun ways and fun ideas to help you with your budget. So this is more of a fun episode, and I want to give you some ideas to play with, especially, when you're in the holiday season and you're looking for ways to help you on your financial journey. One thing that I have seen and I love the idea of is a clothing swap. So think about like a swap meet in your house. Get your friends together, maybe some family members, and just have them bring their gently used clothes and have them come to your house. bring the clothes so that you guys could swap. You're not selling them to each other, but you're, instead of, throwing them away or donating them, see if someone in your own sphere could use them. This is a great way for you to add some clothes to your wardrobe, to clean out your wardrobe without spending money. But I also encourage you, whoever comes over, to bring something. It could be water bottles, it could be a snack. I don't cook, so I'm usually the one that brings plates or napkins or something silly like that, but very needed in an environment like that. But have a clothing swap and take turns, go around, and maybe one person sits while everybody else gets to shop, and then you guys kind of switch positions. But it's a great way for you guys just to get together in community, and a great way for you to inspire those people to talk about, where you're at on your financial journey, why you're doing the clothing swap, and how you want to help other people. Sharing what you learn from podcasts is so important and vital and key for us to make true differences in each other's world. So some other swap parties, ideas that I could give to you for you to implement into your life is, if you're a parent, we know we always have tons of extra stuff, right? Whether it's clothes or toys, look at those items and see if you can, if they're gently used or perhaps they're brand new. Sometimes they're brand new things that your kids just never use and they outgrew. But do a swap party for moms and have them bring clothes and toys over. Wine bottles, if you have a wine collection, maybe you had a housewarming in an open house, or clients give you wine bottles, you can do a swap idea there. If you're really into makeup and you have some other friends that are into makeup, maybe you bought some products that you never used, you could do a makeup swap, you could do a jewelry swap. Or during holiday season is a great time to also do a craft swap. So maybe someone's good at making cookies, maybe someone's good at creating unique baskets that you can give away. So some different ideas for you to think about outside the box a little bit. Have the party at your house, or find someone's house that maybe can accommodate 5, 6, maybe 10 people, but bring drinks, bring snacks so that you guys can also enjoy that. If you are working on your budget, have a potluck themed party at your house. I love doing these. So it could be, coincide with a holiday. Maybe it's Halloween. You want to do something around Halloween, or 4th of July. Have a potluck themed and have everyone bring something that works in that theme, and maybe dress up a little bit. It's a great way for you to save money. Instead of going out to dinner with your friends where you could be spending $100, $200 if you're a couple, maybe more. I live in Miami, so it's usually more. But have a potluck. That way you can pay to make one dish and have people come over and you guys can all share it together. Tons of fun. Another great idea to bring your friends together is to have a game night. I've done things like Pictionary, trivia games, and make this the potluck too. So you provide the games, or maybe someone else, you go round in turns and you do game night, bringing different games, but then having people bring food over. It's a great cost-effective way for you to still have fun with your friends, to build community, and to show them that you're on this financial journey to help them save money too. You can also host a re-gift party. This is amazing to do in January. So if you have like big families or work environments or friends that just, give gifts, and you might be getting a gift that you don't want to throw away or you don't want to donate, but you can do a re-gift party. So you can take those gifts that perhaps you're not going to utilize in your life, but it might be something good for somebody else. And you can have that party in January after the holiday season. If you are a parent and you have children, you can swap babysitting. So if you're on your budget and you're looking for ways to cut costs, maybe there's another family that has, similar kids, 1, 2, 3 kids in their family. Your kids hang out together. You guys can say, hey, why don't we do a babysitting swap night? You guys go out Friday night. We'll go out Saturday night. I'll watch your kids. You watch our kids. We don't pay each other for it. That way we can add value to each other's lives. You guys can go out and, make sure you're putting your marriage first so that you can have date night with your spouse, but then you don't have to come out of pocket for babysitting. It's a great way for you to continue to work on that journey. So hopefully you have enjoyed episode 4, Empower Your Money. Grab the book on Amazon. I oftentimes will make it free through the Kindle portion of Amazon. So if you're a Prime member, it allows for you to get the book for free. Love giving freebies. And if you loved this episode, please give it a 5-star review. It helps the rankings and the algorithms with all of the platforms to know that we are inspiring people, we are changing lives, we are giving back to the community by teaching them financial information. That way you are reaching your financial goals that much quicker. So leave a 5-star review and share this podcast. Thank you for listening to Empower Her Money podcast. I am grateful for you. Please make sure to leave us a 5-star review, like this podcast, share it, subscribe, and let's keep teaching others how to take control and be empowered with their finances.